Welcome back. Hi. This video is going to be a little bit different from the others because it's being recorded in bits and pieces on 3 different days, and it's a lot more disjointed than my typical video for this has been. Really, I'm only recording this after everything else because I never really recorded an opening. I just dove in and started doing stuff because I didn't know how it was all going to come together. So what you're about to see is me cleaning up basically the last things that I know about and all of that stuff that I got as hints from various sources as I basically close out Lingo 2, the main game. So enjoy. So thank you to Lorgon for this one. I had a misconception about this. I thought, oh, I'm supposed to go to the place in the game called the tower. No, just this tower. So we're going to unsolve all those. So when you realize, no, you're supposed to be doing that to these panels, not the ones in the tower, then suddenly the us pedestal makes sense. So it is solve us in order then jump down the tower. Where did I leave the? There it is. Right. That's that pronunciation of the. Well, look. Ah, one of the rooms of the Tenacious. Oh, no, it's just tower. Okay. So that gets me that. So this has to be a thing as well. Right, I suppose I should have asked. How do you get in here? Okay. So that's that one done. The one hint that I got from that other video was that I missed something in entry. In the red-blue area. Not in there. But in here someplace. That there's a pathway into another place. Yeah, this, into a purple-orange area. So there's a way into the building that's behind this wall. And I apparently did not do what it takes in order to find that. That's that again. Well, there's the doorway. So I need to open this up somehow. That's not good. Well, I found the way in. That's the door. I think even we've clearly solved that before. It's this is opened, and it wasn't before. So is there something? Oh, here we go. Rabbit. Hair. Whole. Part. No, well, it's worth a shot. It almost always is. Down. Daedalus. Yeah. Let's see. Have I been here before? I'm pretty sure I have not been here before. What the heck? Stairs going up this thing. Okay. Song. And then an example of a song. This has to be something. Arts. And then add two things. Hearts. Okay. No, not this again. Dunno. Under. Wonder. Angry. Mad. Oh, okay. We're doing Alice in Wonderland. March. Song. We knew that there was a Wonderland-like thing still to do. March Hare. What else is an Alice in Wonderland thing? A song. Well, let's see what else there is. Or are we just being non-Euclidean for the heck of it? Oop! The Wondrous. Okay, here we go again. Okay, there is a spot up there that flips us upside down. Oh my. I'm not close enough? That didn't work this time. Oh, there's one up there. Oh my gosh, they're all over the place. What are these doing in midair? Oop. Oh, okay. If you stand under one of these, it does something to you. I'm very wary about... Okay. Okay, I think I can do this. Bree. Bree. Three. Okay. Whoop! Missed that one. Kind of didn't want to do that. Okay, we can get over here. Chime. Chimney. Because I'm on the fireplace. Wonder how many more of these there are. Nope, missed. Where else am I trying to get to? That's three. Oh, hello. Ire. Fire. Okay, now I'm on the ceiling. I kind of want to be very careful not to accidentally screw myself here. What are you? Wick. Candle. What else needs to be gotten? The chair has one. So the trick is getting close enough. Oh, that's done correctly, though. That's oriented the right way. So that doesn't help me. I need something that's... It's also oriented the way that's going to keep me where I am. Can't get up there. There we go. That one I can do. Puts me on the window frame. Nope, missed it. Ooh. Whoop. That puts me on the windowsill. Can jump to over there. Nope, missed. Darn. Okay. Gonna try that again. Oh, look, it's making me do parkour. Brendan, how could you? Down here. Up onto this. Onto that. Got it. Okay. That's like so. Gonna look at everything. But then this gets to be chair. So now, how do I know I've gotten them all? Because I don't see any others for me to get. Wait, what was it? Is there one over there? Nope, it's just a dark spot. What else is there to get in this room? Why are these like this? Why is there a notch in the bookshelf? Nope. Aha! Tree. Sneaky, sneaky. I think I did that one. There has to be something about this bookshelf. That's done weird. Look at it. I just don't. I still think I'm too big to be able to do anything about that. So this is going to set me boink on this again. Nope, missed it. Well, I fit in here, but I don't fit in there. So do I need to be able to run in here? Which orientation do I need to be in? Do I need to? Maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I need to hit that one on the windowsill. So do that, flip upside down, jump down the hole, end up on the floor, get up on the notch, get on the windowsill. Yes. Woo! Balancing on this. Land on here. Aha. Ta-da! Library. Book. But now the only way out is to follow all this. And come out here. Okay, so I've done this. Ah, this will. Boink. But that's only going to put me back on the mantle again. Oh wait, that door wasn't open before. And I'm running the door. Oop. Sorry. The door. Hair, question mark, question mark. I don't know. Part. Hair. apart. Oh, how did I get here? Ah, there we go. Plum. So now we want to go to the control center. And that's what this is. Cute. All right, now is this the wondrous? Yes, it is. Turn to the gallery. So now this room is full of paintings. This room could be full of paintings. It's unclear whether anything needs to be on that wall. And this room has been completed. That was the P safe. I. J. J. That's the unyielding. I mean, I just randomly picked a word that's early in the alphabet and I was going to start spamming it with three-letter words. Why is that jab? I guessed. Which was something I didn't want to do. I didn't want to guess things. But yellow entry? Okay. So that for the gallery. This is now sitting at 23. And this way, I think. This room, the coin flip room. Rain, snow. Solve, unsolve. So should I be... Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. Oh! Okay, how does this work? Okay, I don't understand. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to unsolve that. Unsolve this. Nope, missed it. Bing. Unsolve that. And now this has moved, and now I have a door. Interesting. Deal? No. Offer becomes sale. For sale. Ah, the famous short story, Shoes. Never used. Worn. Ah, this is here. Adult. Child. And that chops that down. Ha ha! Please be nice, my kid made this. So is this a guest area? Goat was kid. A maze. Wow. Skinny him is father dad. Oop. Hee staircase. Ooh. Theo. Okay. I see that we do not roll downstairs any longer. That's an improvement. Oh, we've seen this. Maybe this is one of those things that it just is on its own. It's just tall enough that we can't reach it. Okay. This is all well and good. And it knocks out a few other things that are on the list of I still need to get that off my list because it's a door that hasn't opened, etc. But I was promised another ending. Oh! Did I do a cyan room? Theme. Oh no. What have I done? What have I done recently that this opened up? I mean, no, there was that area. I mean, there isn't one of these that was... Oh, no, yes, there was. There was. The disaster area. Um, others. Others? I mean, this is a smiley room, just like the others. Teehee. Are. Others. Ainbo. The gold. Well, if this isn't a thing, do not stare directly into the artwork. So there's that. I'm going to leave that alone for a minute. Yeah, I think that's the only thing here. Brenton, how much time did you spend on this? My goodness. Okay. Return. Play. So now we want to go to Control Center. Oh, hello. And we end as we begin. Congratulations, you've completed the game. Thank you so much for taking this journey through Lingo 2. I hope you had as much fun playing as I had making it. Lingo 2 would not have been possible without the help of the following amazing people. Chris Suvi, I don't recognize Star Rauchenberger. Murder, I know from the Discord. Kiwi, Melanvis, Quartz, D6, I don't know. Texture Pack Creators. Beta Testing. Shinkai Setsuna is another name I recognize. Brendangelo is a name I recognize. Diosovi, Glitch. Vibbles I recognize. Featuring music by Isley. Thank you for playing. You win! Okay. So, I mean, that's an ending. But I don't think it's quite everything. I mean, there are a couple things. I'm going to look around a little bit. This now says 25. I don't know what number it's supposed to say. So, this we never found. Was it just not there? So, okay. Oh, this is sealed up still. Oh, I think I know. Yeah. We're near it. We're not at it. Is this not where I just came from? Okay. So, is this the right color? I don't think it is. What's through here? This is the... Oh, okay. So fine. Well, that's the right color combination. Sort of. I don't remember whether that was the right color of walls. Is this the last thing for the Tenacious? Because we never did anything with these paintings. This is 1. That puts me here. There was a thing where it was in Lingo 1, where there was a meta puzzle you needed to solve where you oh, that's not right. Pooh. Okay. And you couldn't use any warps, so I think I just biffed it. So let me try this again. Return to data list. So now if we know that this is just this way, not that way, not that way, which way was it? Was it this? Yes, okay. Once more from the top with feeling. 1, and it drops me here, near the green thing. What was I saying when I was so rudely interrupted? Oh, here we go. Here we go. You needed to navigate through 1 through 6 on something. Yay! Okay, so now I just need to get back to that room. Which is the one that does that? Not you, not you. That's the way back. Oh no. What's this? So this is the way through practice. I'm going to stand in the middle of this room and I'm going to finish my thought. There was a thing in Lingo 1 where you needed to navigate 1 through 6 without using any warps. And I'm wondering whether those number paintings are the same thing again. If it's the same thing, maybe that's the last way into the Tenacious, is to solve that. That just means I need to find it again. So why did I think I had a way to the number paintings from here? Like as soon as I got back to the entry. The main door of Daedalus, I was done. That looks like a warp. This is where I just came from. Oh, never mind. Okay. Oh, it's gonna be no, okay. That's that. This is everything. Okay. We're back to there. Where was it? It's not through here. That's new. So is that. Concealed. Hidden. Okay. Okay, fine. But then this, caw, crow, rooster. I remember this one. Oh, okay. Fine. Not what I was looking for, thanks though. Cut stones. Chop. Sticks. A job well done is its own reward. Oh, I don't buy this. Oh, that's sketchy as hell. What's the point of this? I don't believe you. I think you're lying. Chopsticks. Shoelaces. Okay. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I had something I was trying to do. I've lost the freaking numbers. I mean, I'm theoretically still on that. If only I could find my way back to that room. Have I just gone full? Yeah, they've gone full circle. Excellent. This is evil. Ha ha ha! I did it. Okay. Hey. Okay. Go out and look around. Where am I? Okay, I find my way to. That's good. This is the red smile. Okay, we'll see if I get there again. Oi. Okay. 2. And that puts me here. This is the disaster area. Oh, D6. That explains something. Okay. So now this is in here. This is promising because this was. Hey, I did it. I have learned and remembered. Okay. 3. No, I mean it. 3. Yes. Okay. So get me out of here. This is something. This would be very welcome. I don't like this now. Okay, here's the way. Okay. Nope, so again. Into here. And did it. 4. Got it. Although I will say that is not the same color. So we've done the Tenacious, and yay! Well done, Secret Seeker. Okay. So we've done that. And back into the control center, and whoops, this way. And now this is sitting at 26. And, oh, there is one other thing to do. One final thing to do. Return to Daedalus, into a part of Daedalus, this part of Daedalus. Because I didn't finish this thing, and it was like chant. That is what that symbol is, yeah? Yep. Oh, Lewis Carroll. And that opens those doors. Okay. By my count, and I admit I've only been doing this by just literally typing every answer from every panel into an Excel spreadsheet, painstakingly row by row. By my count, that makes 2,184 panels that I found in this game and typed a solution into at some point, even if I had to go back and unsolve it at some point. And all the ones that have dots, I was able to come up with at least 2 solutions for. And I think, for me, that's going to be it. I mean, the two games that I started this channel on, Blueprints and Lingo 2, both make you ask the question, what do you mean by completing a game? For Lingo 2, the game deliberately gave a whole bunch of endings that were not endings. The original game Lingo, Brenton Wilds, the person who created that game and this one, has said publicly when he made the first game, Lingo 1, Level 1, his expectation was that no one would 100% the game. And so he made the puzzles towards the end super hard, just with the expectation of, well, people might get some of these things, but no one's going to take the time and bother to get all of them. Getting all 800 panels in the first game is something of a rite of passage. Honestly, it's not all that pleasant. It's something you grit your teeth and you just go through because you want that 800 to show up on the scoreboard. And he's gone back and added hints in just because so many people want to 100% the game and can only do that with a whole bunch of hints of, here are all the hidden things that you were supposed to find. So he went back and added in-game hints to where those hidden things were in order to facilitate that. On the other hand, with Lingo 2, he has actually achieved his dream of making a game that you literally cannot 100%. Because if you take a look at the way that you get the Cyan J, in order to get it, you have to unsolve that brass tower the correct way. And when you do that, the panels disappear. So everywhere else where it was unsolved, well, with one exception, I never went back and did it. I went back and I filled everything in. You can't do that with the panels that you unsolve in order to get the Cyan J. So you have a choice. You can either get the entire keyboard, or you can put an answer in every panel and turn it green and leave it there. You cannot do both, at least as far as I can tell. So with fake endings and an uncompletable game, how do you complete that game? We get similar questions if we look at Blueprints. You're given a goal in that game. You're told you want to find Simon his inheritance because you want to find room 46, and that's how you do that. And when you do that, you get credits. Again, it's similar to this, where you get a lovely credit roll, but you can achieve that with still lots of things to do. And in fact, with the Blueprints, there's way more things to do after you get to room 46 than before. The stated goal is absolutely not the ending. For Simon Jones, new Baron Sinclair, life goes on, the puzzles go on, the mystery and the intrigue go on. And there's DLC coming that extends the game further, because at the very least, we have a non-functioning video game cabinet that we've been promised is going to be added in the future. So, where we are with Lingo 2, I've run out of things on my to-do list. And we seem to be experiencing diminishing returns. Everything that's left, I'm fairly certain, is a secret. For me, the main draw and the most of the fun in this game was figuring out the secret code of what do the symbols mean. And we did that fairly quickly. I mean, we had that within the first 20 episodes of this. This is episode 34. About the time that I stopped putting the little purple things down that says, here's what this symbol means, here's what that symbol means. I had a similar experience with Lingo 1, where, yeah, I knew what all the colors meant. I could solve any puzzle that you put in front of me because I knew what question it was asking. But then there was all this secret stuff to find. I actually like the DLC, especially the early stuff DLC, for Lingo 1, better than the end game of Lingo 1, even counting stuff with Lingo. Like, every one of these games has gotten better. Lingo Level 2 was better than Lingo Level 1. This game, I would say, far surpasses Lingo Level 2. This is the thing that Lingo does that no other game does. The secrets, lots of games do secrets. Lots of games do the non-Euclidean thing. This is inspired by Antechamber. And I suspect this was an attempt on Brenton's part to do something like Antechamber or The Witness, except we can't do those puzzles anymore. We got to do some other puzzle, and he settled on word puzzles. There isn't anything else that does broad wordplay like this. If you go looking for a wordplay game on Steam, odds are what you're doing is basically something akin to Boggle or Text Twist or something like that, where here's a bunch of letters, make the best word you can out of those letters. This is different, it's unique, and so for me, that's the thing I like. So my final decision is that I'm going to be putting this game to bed. And then the next question, of course, is what now? I'm still trying to figure out exactly what my channel is and what the scope of it is. One thing that I would like to do, there's still lots of stuff to do in the Lingo universe, at least for me. When Lingo 2 came out, I was in the middle of producing DLC content for the original Lingo game. I have a few maps out there. I have the museum, I have the alphabet mines, I have True or False, and I have the Lingonberry tutorial, which is probably the thing that has occupied the most of my attention lately, especially turning it into a new form, which ends up being called the Strawberry tutorial. I would like to show that in a future video. Another idea that I had is, now that I know what I'm doing with making stuff, I'd kind of like to go back and redo the museum, because I did a lot of things that I would rather not have done the way that I did them now that I know how to do them better. It was suggested to me, Kiwi Finley, whose name was in the credits, suggested to me, why don't you do it in the Lingo 2 environment? And now I have an answer to that question. I know why I would not want to do it in the Lingo 2 environment. I think it works way better with Lingo 1 stuff. There's some aspects of Lingo 2 that could be made use of it, except it doesn't work. But I have definite ideas of how I would improve the museum and make it way less annoying to play. I also had in my back pocket an idea about making a Lingo map that taught you how to do cryptic crosswords. Possibly showing off, here's how I make this map, might work for that as well. And again, I'd have to wonder, does this really work for Lingo 2's system? I'm not entirely sure that it does. But I'm only going to develop something for Lingo 2 if I have an idea. And so far, nothing has come to me, grabbed me by the lapels and said, you need to do this thing. So possibly doing some development streams. Well, not streams, they'd be edited. But maybe something like that, of showing you, here's how I do my thing when I'm making content. And possibly taking a look at other DLC things from Lingo 1 and possibly Lingo 2. There are some issues with that, which I will probably get into in the next video, of what I think of what's going on in the community. But that's not for this video. So this is going to be it for Lingo 2. There may be some other things, something major that I missed, but it didn't draw my attention to it. And so I think I've about solved the thing. I don't know what else there is to do. So, if you're still here and paying attention, because I think we're like at the 1 hour mark for this video. Thank you so much for sticking around through 34 videos. Thank you for listening to the end of this thing. I know hanging around for this was not easy. And I appreciate anybody who watched this entire series up to this point. If you are still around, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of what I have done, what I could do in the future. I've just given you a list of ideas of things I could do. I'm always happy to hear your comments. No spoilers. And please keep it constructive. And I will see you again in a future video. Thank you again, and goodbye.